So you want to become a degenerate mount farmer and acquire the ultimate Chad Blue Dragonhawk to show off your status as a person who truly has no life. Even though everyone has his mount on retail. Well, you're going to have to acquire a lot of mounts, and this can be difficult in WOTLK Classic with much less mount options than retail WoW. But luckily you can actually do it all without farming a single rare dungeon mount. At the start of this video, we're going to begin with all of the easy methods to obtain mounts. And as we get further through the video, we will start to talk about more difficult ways to get mounts. You can very easily get the albino drake by just doing a few simple rep farms, but those people who want to take it a step further, we will go all the way to getting 100 mounts. By the way guys, still only 33% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed, so do me a huge favour, smash that sub button. If you like the video, throw it a like. So first of all, we have the major alliance and horde mounts for a total of 33. To gain rep with these factions, all you have to do is do low level quests, and then when you run out of quests, you do the rest of it by spending gold on runecloth turn-ins at the cloth quartermasters. There's also the faction flying mounts for an extra 7 mounts, and luckily the epic ones are much cheaper now at only 200 gold each. The Argent tournament, when released, will get you an extra 15 mounts. You have to be exalted with each reputation to unlock the recoloured mounts. There's 2 per faction with 1 extra one. For instance, to get the Swift Grey Steed and the Stormwind Steed, you have to be exalted with Stormwind. However, if you're a human, you don't actually need that reputation grind. You just need to be a champion of Stormwind. And to do this, you have to do the Valiant Challenge quest to become a champion of that faction. And you can do this quest line to become a champion of every single faction. The mounts are bought for either 500 gold and 5 champion marks or 100 champion marks. These are farmed by doing the daily quest at the Argent tournament. You will actually have to unlock this currency by getting to the rank of champion. To do that, you do daily quests to get 15 aspirant seals and then 25 valiant seals, and again these are unlocked by doing the daily quest there. We'll have a much more detailed overview of the Argent tournament in the future. There's also the Silver Covenant mounts for Alliance and Sunreaver mounts for Horde. To get exalted with these reps, it's very simple, just unequip a tabard when you do heroics. And once you're an exalted champion, you can also get the Argent Hippogriff. And now we have 60 mounts by just getting the faction mounts. 61 obviously with the albino drake. Now let's go through some other easy mount farms, starting with Outland reputation farms. You can also get another 8 Talbuk mounts by getting exalted with Karaini or Magha reputations. By the way, I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce those utterly stupid words. I don't know what Blizzard were thinking with that one. Did they swallow a dictionary? Fully digest it and see what came out the other end. There's 2 big quest lines you can do to get close to Revered. It starts with the Assassin quest from Thralmar for Horde, or quests at the Oribor Harbourage in Zangarmarsh for the Alliance. And then to finish grinding off his reputation, you just kill ogres in Nagrand for the war beads. There's another 5 mounts that you can get from the Skyguard reputation. This starts from the quest Threat from Above in Shatarath. Farm rep by doing the daily quests and killing mobs, and you can also use time loss offerings to summon extra bosses for more reputation. A much longer grind, but it is worth doing if you're obviously wanting to get this achievement because you can get an extra 6 mounts, is the Neverwing reputation, and this starts with a quest Kindness in Shadowmoon Valley. All you have to do is keep doing the daily quests every day and make sure to pick up your Neverwing eggs for even more reputation. To finish off in Outland, get Scenario Expedition to Exalted by farming Steam Vaults and turning Coalfang Armaments in to get the Hippogriff. Moving on to Northrend reputations now, you can get Sons of Hodor Exalted to get 2 Mammoth mounts. This starts with the quest They Took Our Men in Storm Peaks. You will obviously have to do that to actually unlock the reputation. You can do daily quests here, and then you can also turn in Marks of Ulduar to get the reputation up, and they are actually quite cheap now. At Revered, you can get the Ice Mammoth. At an Exalted, you can get the Grand Ice Mammoth, which is actually a 3-man mount. If you've already got Exalted with a Wormers Accord, you can also pick up the Red Drake mount there for an extra one. And now we have a total of 84 from farming reputations. There's also some other easy mounts to get in Northrend that just require gold. For instance, you've got the exotic mount vendor in Dalaran, which can get you another 4 mounts, and this is the armoured brown bear, the woolly mammoth, the traveller's tundra mammoth, obviously that one's the very, very expensive one, and the armoured snowy griffin or the armoured blue wind rider. The woolly mammoth itself is actually bought with 200 badges of heroism, and then you can also get a black mammoth from the wintergrass vendor that costs 300 stonekeeper shards. There's another 4 mounts that you can very easily get in AQ20. You can get the Silphid mounts. All you have to do is keep farming the trash in there, going back to the entrance and resetting it. And also, a little honourable mention, get the Caverns of Time Bronze Drake because that is just ridiculously easy since it's a guaranteed drop chance in heroic mode only. If you've got professions, you may as well spend a little bit of gold to get the profession mounts. For instance, engineering has 2, the flying machines, and then tailoring has 2 flying carpets that you can get. And by now, we have covered all of the mounts that I would consider fairly easy to get. They just require gold and a little bit of a time sink, instead of drop chances and achievements. And you should have a total of 94. 96, however, if you are a Death Knight, Warlock or Paladin, because you get 2 extra class-specific mounts. Remember, Death Knights, you can go and buy the Skeletal Griffin. And let's say you are either one of those classes and have both engineering and tailoring, and there you go, you can actually smash 100 without farming any rare mounts. But I imagine only a Warlock is ever going to be in that situation. Everyone else is going to need 2 extra mounts to hit that 100. So from here, your options are to do stupidly long farms that I haven't mentioned yet, farm mounts from dungeons, or do achievements. So for instance, you can do the Wintergrass Tiger rep farm, which takes weeks, and also the Ungora Raptor one, which is the Horde equivalent. I've actually made a video about that a while ago. You got the Death Charger from Strathfoam with a 1% drop chance, but you can actually farm that one 5 times per hour, so it isn't so much of a bad farm. Unless you get ridiculously unlucky. You can also do the Black Warbear from killing the faction leaders. If there's a group, forming for that one, then get that one done, take advantage of the opportunity, or try and make your own group. You've also got the Glory of the Hero Red Proto-Drake, which is the Heroic Dungeon achievement. Now, you probably already got most of these achievements accidentally, and you probably only have to go and get the last little nitty-gritty weird achievements, like getting the whole party impaled on the last boss of Gundrak. You've also got Glory of the Raider 10-man and 25-man for Phase 1 raids, which are going to get you the Plagued Proto-Drake or the Black Proto-Drake. And then now Ulduar has been released, you've got the same achievements essentially for 10-man and 25-man Ulduar, which get you the Rusted Proto-Drake or the Ironbound one. And then in the future, if you're watching this in the future, the same goes for Icecrown Citadel. You'll get the undead flying dragon things. A druid can farm Anzu every day for the Raven Lord boss, but this only becomes a permanent boss in Cataclysm, so yeah, you need a druid in the group to do this one. You can farm the Zul'Gurub mounts every week. Luckily, with this farm you can farm 2 mounts in 1 run, but obviously it's a very low drop chance and you can only farm it once a week. The same goes for the Fiery Warhorse. You will also need a class that can actually solo that one. Now, the world events for the Horseman mount and the Brewfest are quite a long way away, but if you're farming this, get those ones done as well, because you just have to kill the boss every single day. You probably will be able to actually solo the boss to very likely increase the chance of you actually getting it, because you're not rolling against other people for the mount. And obviously you can also get the Violet Proto-Drake, which is the achievement awarded for getting all of the world event achievements from every single event across the year. And now I've basically covered every single mount that you can just go out there and solo farm. Anything else really, it's going to be dropping from raids, or it's going to be dropping from heroic dungeons. But anyway guys, that is my ultimate mount farming guide for Wrath of the Lich King Classic. Just before you click off the video, please do me a diamond and also subscribe to my second channel, Night Goblin. We've got some cool content going out there very soon. But anyway, ciao.